नमस्ते, हमेशा खुश रहो. I am Javier Dr. Anamika Aherwal, Associate Professor in the Department of Science and Technology at Jayodaya Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today I am going to take the lecture on the subject name Computer Applications, and today's session is Introduction of Computer Programming, a computer programming language. Okay, so program means what? Like steps, you can say steps, or you can say instructions, or you can say set of instructions. Okay, so a computer CPU can only understand, of course, instructions, as we all know about, and that are written in machine language. So because people find it very difficult to write entire program in machine language, other programming languages have been invented. So earlier we started the CPU is the most important component in the computer, because it is the part of the computers that runs. So you can say CPU is the heart of the computer, you can say, or you can say the brain of the computer. So the whole the complete processes which is to be going on in the CPU, that is central processing unit. Okay, so CPU is designed to perform operations like reading a piece of data from main memory, adding two numbers, subtracting, multiplying, divide, moving a piece of data from one memory location to another, and determining whether one value is equal to another value. Okay, so you see here there are various I have already discussed about RAM, ROM, read only memory, or like random access memory, secondary memory, primary memory. Okay, so you see here this is a described RAM, CPU. So now the thing is, the fetch, decode, execute cycle is, this is the main memory, that is RAM, and this goes to these are the binary language, 0 or 1. Okay, so this is a string, this goes into the CPU. After processing this, fetch the next instructions in the program, then decode the instructions to determine which operation to perform, then finally execute the instructions, perform the operation. So from machine language to assembly language, computers can only execute programs that are written in machine language. Okay, so as previously mentioned, a program can have thousands or even millions of binary instructions, and writing such a program would be very tedious and time consuming. So you can say programming is a machine language which would also be very difficult, because putting a 0 or 1 in the wrong place will cause an error, because it is if we want to count this, like showing in this example, if I count 0 1, how many times 1 occur, 1 2 3, so it might possible there are some mistakes. Okay, so it will change the whole thing, or error might come. So you can see that there are many versions of assembly language. It was mentioned earlier that each brand of the CPU has its own machine language instruction set. So each brand of CPU typically has its own assembly language as well. Okay, so you see here this assembly language program, this moves this to Z, add this 2 into this and move into this. Okay, and so forth. Okay, so this will go to the assembler after converting this into machine language. So like this 0 1 1 1 0 1 0 0, like this. So this is the assembly language program to the machine language program, conversion of it. So through assemblers you can change or you can say translate this. Okay, so high level languages are like although assembly language makes it necessary to write binary machine language instructions, so it is not without difficulty, and assembly language is primarily a direct substitute for machine language. And like machine language, it requires that you know a lot about the CPU. So this high level language in 1950s, a new generation of programming language which is called the high level language. So important thing is, this is the new generation programming language. So we call it as a new level new generation of programming language as a high level language. Okay, So this high level language allow you to create powerful and complex programs without knowing how the CPU works and without writing large number of low level instructions. And of course, in addition to this, most high level languages use words that are easy to understand, like if a programmer were using COBOL, which was one of the earliest. Nowadays it's a totally obsolete. Okay, so early high level languages which is created in 1950. So he or she would write the following instructions to display the message hello world on the computer screen. So it looked like this: display hello world within inverted commas. So Python, nowadays Python is very much popular in this modern world. This is high level programming language that we will use in this. Okay, so in Python we would display the message hello world with the following instructions, like you just write print, type print you can say, or hello world within single quotes. Okay, so doing the same thing in assembly language would require several instructions and an intimate knowledge of how the CPU interacts with the computer's output device. So as you can see from this example, high level language allow programmers to concentrate on the task they want to perform with their programs rather than the details of how the CPU will execute those programs. So need note about the programmers. These are some programming languages like Ada. Ada was created in 1970s. This is primarily for applications which is used by US Department of Defense. Okay, so this language is named in honor of Countess Ada Lovelace, an influential and historic figure in the field of computing. Now another language is the BASIC. This is the beginner's all-purpose symbolic instructions code. This is the full form of the BASIC, okay, language. So it is a general purpose language that was originally designed in the early 1960s to be simple enough for beginners to learn. And today there are many different versions of BASIC, and the next one is the Fortran. You already heard about that. Fortran means formula translator. Okay, so this was the first high-level programming language, and it was designed in 1950s for performing complex mathematical calculations. If you wish to, or you can very much use of formulas, so you use Fortran language. Now come to the COBOL, that is Common Business Oriented Language, which was created in the 1950s, and this was designed for business applications. So like C++, then the next is the Pascal, and this Pascal was created in 1970s and was originally designed for teaching programming. The language was named in honor of the mathematician, physicist and philosopher Blaise Pascal. It is named like from this philosopher. Okay, so now come to the C and C++, which is very much popular. Okay, so this is the, you can say, root of the language. Some people like say these are the pillars of the of learning any programming language. So this is pronounced as a C and C++. Okay, so these are the powerful general purpose languages which developed at Bell Laboratories, and the C language was created in 1972 and the C++ language was created in 1983. So now come to the C hash, which is pronounced like C sharp. So this language was created by Microsoft around the year 2000 for developing applications which is based on the Microsoft.NET platform. Now another language which is, we all are very much familiar about, Java and JavaScript. This Java was created by Sun Microsystem in the early 1990s, and this can be used to develop programs that run on a single computer or over the internet from a web server. Now the JavaScript is of course created in the 1990s, and this can be used in web pages. Despite its name JavaScript, this is not related to Java. Okay, so don't be confused that it is related to Java. Next to the Python. So this is the language we are using for general purpose language, which is created in 1990s, and it has also become very popular in business and academics applications. Now the another language is the Ruby. Ruby is also a general purpose language that was created in 1990s, and it is increasingly becoming a popular language for programs that run a web server service. The next is this Ruby is also very much popular nowadays, and the next is the Visual Basic, commonly known as VB in a Microsoft programming language, and the software development environment that allows programmers to create Windows, which is which is window based application. This VB was originally created in 1990s. Okay, so this is all about the programming languages, and thank you so much for this session. And this session powered by Digital Version 2.0, Jayati Vidyapeeth Women's University. Hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.